Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's title of the video, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to create the Sonam Kapoor style 90s Bollywood look which she created on Vogue. So if you follow Vogue, you already know what look I'm talking about, but I will be linking down the original video in my description so you can go ahead and watch that. And let's see how I achieve it because I'm dead scared. I've never done this kind of a video earlier, but I was dying to do this video and dying to create this look because it speaks out. So let's get started. So I will be placing the video somewhere here or here on the screen. I really don't know when I will be putting it. So I'm seeing the video and then I'm also creating it. So let's see what she does. So
today I'm doing the easiest thing that I can do to look glamorous, which is typical 90s Bollywood style makeup. Let's start. So now let's start with my skincare.
So basically the first thing which she is talking about here is her skincare. That's a very good thing. You should definitely take care of your skin. So she applied a serum, that's a vitamin C. I'm going to use my Innisfree serum because I don't have vitamin C. So she takes it on her hands and she directly dabs.
Then I'm going to do a little bit of moisturizer.
Next up, she is moisturizing her face. So she's using moisturizer. So I'm going to use this chia seed no shine hydrating cream. So guys, the light is a little off in this video, a little bit because it's raining in Delhi.
Using a little bit of sunblock, which is really important. I mix my sunblock with Dr. Strum's anti-pollution drops. Especially on the forehead, I like to put on my nose.
That's a very nice step. She said that she is going to use a little sunblock. So I'm also using this VLCC 30 SPF sunblock. It's not a sunblock, it's an SPF properly. So I'm just going to apply it all over her skin.
I use coconut oil on my lips. It's this like really cool Indian brand called Forest Essentials, and I use that on my lips, and sometimes I use them on my eyebrows or my eyelids, and I like it.
Next, she went ahead and applied the parachute. Not the parachute. She used Forest Essential. I'm using parachute, so I have only this coconut oil with me. So I'm also going to take some and put on my lips.
I have horrible dark circles and lots of like brown spots around my face.
I've never done this. This is something very new to me.
I have this corrector that I like to use, which is an orange corrector. I don't find many products.
So as you saw now, she's doing concealing. Obviously, she's corrector. She wants to color correct a bit. So I'm also nowadays into a little bit of color correcting. So I'm also using this peach shade by Ellie Gold.
So we have a lot of pigmentation.
Let's just do it.
We have pink and yellow in our skin tone. I honestly haven't found a foundation or anything that I can actually
under her eye.
use. So a lot of correction that needs to be done on my face. So you see, just the corrector has helped my skin so much.
Sorry guys, if you see me seeing there, that means I'm just seeing the video with you guys. So basically her motto of correcting was actually correcting whatever she wants to correct.
Now I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown one. Please guys, don't, I know you guys have discontinued this, but please, please, please don't. I don't really have bad skin because I drink a lot of water.
So next thing, she went in with her concealer. So she's using the Bobbi Brown concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer. So I'm just going to go under my eye a bit very light. Because practically if I color correct it, then I don't need a concealer, but I'm just following her exactly the way she's doing. Let's see.
Yeah, so I think I'm pretty fine. I eat a lot of greens, green juices. So after I use a little bit of concealer, I don't need to use that much foundation. So a lot of people online had been asking me to do a makeup tutorial. I guess this is it. To see how amazing I am at it. Not. Okay, so my my concealer and my corrector is done, and now I'm going to just add a little bit of foundation.
Actually, she is very much correct. After so much of color correcting and concealing, you really don't need too much of foundation. So even I'm going to go very little with my foundation. So I'm going to use Maybelline Fit Me foundation today. A very little places where we have just left few, like my forehead, my neck.
So this is like something that my makeup artist in London, Mercier, mixed for me. I take this under my eyes as well, so that it all like matches and I don't look crazy. I've worked with some of the best makeup artists in the world, and internationally and in India, and they just know what they're doing. And sometimes, you know, you just pick up stuff because you're staring at them doing your makeup the whole time. Everybody has their own styles of doing makeup, and then you just see what you think works for you when you're doing your own makeup, because everybody has a different way of doing makeup. A lot of people don't go into their necks and it just looks crazy again. Face looks different from your neck.
And she did use a little bit of foundation under her eye also, just to mix everything together. She doesn't want to specifically highlight her under eye as much as I'm assuming.
I have this amazing powder from La Mer that I use. It's got a little bit of shine underneath it, so it kind of reflects out of your under eye, and I think it sits really beautifully, so I put this under my eye.
Okay, next up she's using a loose powder by La Mer. Now, I don't have that powder, and she mentions that the powder has a little bit of sheen to it, but I don't have that kind of a powder with me, and specifically I feel those kind of powder gives me flashback. So I'm using this Laura Mercier powder. This is the best I have at the moment. Or you can definitely go and use your Maybelline Fit Me. It is not important that you use these expensive products only. It's just that I don't have them currently. That is why I'm also using whatever I have. So
before I put my powder under my eye, I basically take my sponge and get rid of the lines, which I have after 30, and I kind of just push it into my eye, under my eyes, like that. Then I take the rest of it and put it over my eyes because I have lines everywhere. And then I just take it, put it near my nose.
And you saw she didn't bake, she just brushed off the powder.
And near here. A lot of people don't use color, and I think color just brightens your skin up, you know, and it just looks nice. So I like using like pinks and golds and stuff that's like colorful. Let's start with the eyes, which is the fun part. I'm using this NARS pencil to do this smudgy. It's a disaster. I didn't know that you couldn't sharpen it, and you just did this. So I tried sharpening this pencil. I'm an idiot.
Now next up, she jumped onto her eyes, and she's using this brown liner or a kajal to smudge her eyes. Basically, she just made a smudged brown liner. So I'm also going to do that. I'm using this Colourpop gel liner.
Okay, I'm going to come really close. It's going to be freaky. There's this powder that I use for contouring, which I also use as the little brown smudgy thing, which is from Benefit, which is really nice and light and brown, and so I'm using that. The dark eye is a very Indian thing because we have big eyes and beautiful eyebrows, and we always try to accentuate that. And a lot of Indian girls actually don't have the best, like I said, there are foundations that we don't have for our skin and stuff like that. So we just kind of accentuate our eyes because we don't have the right skin stuff. I hope somebody comes up with like foundation and concealer and all that will work on Indian
So
skin.
next up, what she did, she took her bronzer. She used the Hoola bronzer. I'm using the NYX bronzer. So I'm just going to take it onto my brush and just smudge it.
Now I have to put kajal inside the eyes. Now it's a little freaky the way I do it, so don't judge me. And then I lift it up and then I do it in the other eye as well. So when you do that, it just makes your eyes look really nice and big.
Next up is Kajal. That was the trickiest part, but that's okay. So that's the Kajal.
And now weirdly I'm going to do a little bit of shine on my eyes after all of this. So there's this really cool product that Cherish, my makeup artist in LA, showed me. It's basically this Givenchy thing. You can't see it, but there's like shine on it and I love it. I love using brushes. I used to paint when I was younger.
So now for the eyeshadow, she said that she used some pot. Now I really don't know what pot it is, but she said it's just a shimmer. So what I will do, I will be taking this Colourpop eyeshadow palette and I'm just going to take one shimmer from this. So we cannot even see the shimmer what she is applying. So I'm also going to go something like that. So I'm just going to go in with this and just apply all over my lid.
So I feel like I'm painting my face, and sometimes when I'm when I'm about to go on a shoot, just sitting in front of the mirror and getting my makeup done or doing my makeup myself is just like, it just prepares me. I started working when I was 17. I was an assistant director, and the director who was
Something like this, like you cannot see her shimmer altogether. So only in person you can see the shimmer.
It's been lovely. The blush that I've been using for a long time is the Shu Amara pink. It looks very pink, but it doesn't come across that much. I like color because I have a very small face and a narrow face. So you know how people try to contour their face a lot? I try to make my face a little fresher and brighter. So I love using blush. It's like one of my favorite things. And I just do this.
Okay guys, so next up she straight away jumped on to blush. I thought she must be doing something else. So she was using a very pink blush. So I will be using Flower Beauty blush, which is very closer to what she has worn. So let's see how it looks, because she has gone very heavy with her blush. Even we are going to go heavy with our blush. And she just went all the way above. You saw that?
Just rub it in. I'm sure all the makeup artists who are seeing me do this are going to be like, what is Sonam doing? But
now guys, if you have a round face like me, then you don't have to go all the way above the way she did it, because she has very sharp face. So on her it looks very good.
I like doing this. This is fun. See, I feel like it just brightens up my face, and I do it right on the apples of my cheek. Oh, guys, so my blush is done.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Now I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I love this Benefit bronzer. I think it's like amazing. So I don't usually need contouring, but once you do foundation, your face just becomes flat.
So next she is doing her contouring cum bronzing. Now basically whatever she said was correct. So I'm going to go in with my NYX bronzer only and contour a bit.
and so you need to bring back the shape in your face. And then I take the same
contour and bronze together, basically. And she's very correct in saying that after putting all these things separately, we should definitely brush off our face once more equally so that everything just merges in and nothing looks different. So
and just kind of take a little bit and do a little bit of my crease. This is me doing it, it's not some like professional makeup artist, so it works. Then after I've done all of this,
and you saw that she took the same bronzer shade on above her eyes, so I'm also going to do that. Definitely I'm not going to do too much because she just did it very normally, and we are also going to do normally the way she did it. That's it. It was so simple.
then I take a blender. I hate it when those like harsh lines show. I find it like really, I don't know, you look like a clown. I actually like doing a little more of a highlight.
I'm glad that she's using a highlighter. So I'm using this palette because I don't have the palette she has. So we're going to use the middle shades, and she's using this middle shade of hers. And her middle shade of highlighter and my middle shade of highlighter looks very close to each other, at least on the screen I can see. So let's use this one only. And she went very minimalistic with her highlighter. She didn't do too much, like you cannot see her highlighter.
I feel like I feel like a movie star. So I mean I am one, but I feel like one. I'm gonna do my highlighter now. I use this palette which is like 3 different shades, but I only end up using the one which is in the middle. Okay, then I put a little bit on my brow bone, a little bit here. That's it. I don't want to do more than that. This looks painful, but this is the most important thing to make your eyes look big.
So she curled her lashes. I don't have an eyelash curler because I don't do it. I'm scared. So I'm gonna go straight away into the mascara part. So
now let's do the mascara. So usually I just close my eyes and just do this. One eye actually. If I close both my eyes, I couldn't actually see what I'm doing. This is something that just lasts on my lips like all the time. It's my favorite color. It's called Dragon Girl from NARS, and I have been using it again since I was like 21, 22. It's amazing.
one more thing, she didn't do her brows. Maybe she's got wonderful brows as I can see. So I did my brows off camera because definitely my brows are nowhere near to her brows. She has got perfect brows, I feel. So let's jump onto the lipstick because she is onto her lipstick now. So she's using a proper bold red. Now the only bold red matching to her lipstick was only MAC Ruby Woo with me, and I have this lip liner by Swiss Beauty in red. So the coconut oil she applied, she didn't remove it, so I'm also going to go straight up on that.
I feel I can conquer the world when I wear red lips. It just makes me feel so good. See, the coconut oil actually lets my lip color go on nicely. Usually a lot of the lip balms kind of don't let you use lip color as effectively. So I use a little bit of it and it makes my lips really nice.
So that's the lip liner. Now let's move on to the lipstick.
I follow the shape of my lip line because I think I have pretty okay lips and I don't like that overline look. And I find like lips chic, you know. I think every person has a lip shape and lip size for their face. Now the last,
I really like today's lipstick. As I told you, MAC Ruby Woo has some story to it.
bit to make it like super Indian. I'm going to put a little bit of Sindhu since I'm married and I'm very dramatic and I'm a movie star and I'm allowed to be dramatic.
Okay, so next up, she applied a sindoor. So I'm married, I can put a sindoor. So I'm going to use my powdered sindoor because I don't have liquid sindoors neither. I put liquid sindoors. I'm a very traditional type of woman. I like to put Bengali sindoor because I think they are the best. Like they have the exact red to it. So I'm just going to do it.
This is like a sindoor liquid thing. It's only for married women. It's like to show that you're married. There are 16 things that you do when you're married, which is put kajal, put like sindoor, bangles, mangalsutras, like 16. They call it sola singar. My husband, who is Indian but he's like American, didn't know what this was. I'm gonna do a little bit of a bindi because sindoor without bindi looks weird.
So I think that much sindoor is enough.
And I don't have a bindi, so I'm just going to use a kajal pencil or a brown pencil to do it.
And then later, whatever she said, that definitely without a bindi, it's an incomplete look. I totally agree with her. And I have bindi, but I would do something what she did, a brown kajal. So let's make some bindi.
That's it, done. It's me with my little bindi, and okay, I can make it bigger. Oh, I'm done.
That's not a perfect round.
The last bit is me wearing my silver jhumkas. These are from India.
That's a nice thing. I got an idea. Next up, she is just pairing it up with nice silver jhumkis, and I also have these silver jhumkis, but mine are not that huge like hers, and it has a little green to it. One of my favorite jhumkis. My husband gifted it to me, so just.
I think they're my mom's old ones, which I've stolen from her. They're real silver. And done. I am looking very Indian and I am ready to go out somewhere.
So yeah, this is the Sonam Kapoor's 90s Bollywood look. I hope you all loved watching. I loved creating this look and I really like myself. I generally don't like myself in tied hair, but I really like the look. It came up really nice. So suggest me anything else if you would like to say. Other than that, I absolutely love today's look. So we'll be back soon with something more interesting, something more exciting. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you really loved watching. Subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram @the @Branzinki. So take care and bye bye.